to make posts. None other but this girl over here. I mean, YouTube has really dealt with me.
Gotta hurry now, cause we stay in control in the name of love.
So my guys, my darlings, how have you been? Hey, this country has been showing everybody. Oh, Jesus Christ, I bless you. Okay. Because family of 5, 4, 6, 7. I mean, father and mother included, though. Having children is a very beautiful affair. It's, in fact, I would love to have 10. If I have the resources. I know I'm going to have the resources. By God's grace, but family of 5, 6, 7 and upwards. How have you been coping in this Tinubu-rise economy? Please, I really want to know. I am really concerned. Anyway, guys, I bring you guys good news because this is why I'm here. I am always a bringer of good news. It is just a natural thing to me. I don't stress about it. If you know you are interested in practical ways to navigate this economy, and so we're actually all like relaxed now. Okay, what does she have to say right now? I'm really interested in how to actually navigate through this economy. Nigeria is showing me Shege Pro Max, so I need to know how to take care of my family. Whoa. Okay, this is for you. Pay attention attentively, please. Now, this is a hack, like I said, that I've actually mastered. God. Thank God we don't look like what we're being through. Now, my mother taught me this. I grew up seeing this woman buy lots of food. And the beautiful thing about this act actually is that it saves you a lot of money. I can't really say that in this economy, but yeah, it does save you money. It might not save you money instantly, but it saves you money for tomorrow, because as this popular slang says, today's price is not tomorrow's price. What you bought for 5 naira today in this Nigeria is happening kore before eyes. You might not buy for 5 naira tomorrow. It's almost like a guarantee these days. Before, it takes longer time. You could wait for like a month before an actual price review and change comes into place. But these days, they play the show. Today you're buying this. In fact, I'm going back in the evening. Someone is telling you, how come you bought this? Did you deceive me? They sold it to me at this price. But there is something I would like to say. Like I said, bringing good news is part of my forte. Now, you know this is the content you like to watch. My biggest advice for you is to stay tuned. This is not a time of watching and stopping now. Now, the art I'm talking about, this hack I'm talking about, is none other than the art of bulk food buying. Yes, you read my lips right. Bulk food buying. What is bulk food buying? Bulk food buying is simply the art of buying necessary staples, or concentrating on buying or spending a better part of your feeding budget, family feeding budget, on necessary staples. Sometimes it might not even be the food you love to eat, but that these are the foods that needs to be in your house, so that when you read, you go see wetin you go chop. It is the art of using specific or more like a certain amount of the feeding budget on important core staple foods for the family. The best way of bulk buying is that you learn to pair with people. Some of us need to learn the simple act of staying updated. You need to be up to date. What can make me spend less? That is what this economy needs now. There are several groups. Many of you must have heard of groups that share food sharing. You must have heard of groups that pay money to buy certain foods, probably by the end of the month, or by people are into some of those groups. People know about this. Some people are really up to date. Some are actually still like bothered, like they are still scared. They are still wondering, should I put my money or should I not put my money? It's not wrong to be scared, but I'm actually saying, if you are that scared, you should verify the group or the persons that are involved in this. If by every investigation you are satisfied with what you see, I would advise that you join. For example, now there are foods that are necessary. Foods like yam, potatoes, in some families rice, gari, tomatoes, oil, beans. These are necessary foods that should be in the home. To say the least, there are some, for some people, it could be all forms of legumes like beans, like all kinds of beans. There's a family that spends like money in just buying legumes, different types of legumes. In the east here, there's something we call fiofio. We have beans, we have akidi. All these things are types of beans. That is their staple, that is their must-have. So they spend money on getting that, and it lasts them for a long period of time. There are families that actually they concentrate more on the energy giving foods because it lasts them over time. There are families that concentrate on beverages. All these things are not wrong, but how do you strategically or wisely spend the money or the specified amount of budget you have for these things? Spend it wisely without being bankrupt or without having to exceed your budget to reach out to buy these things. That is what I am here to tell you. Number one is food sharing. It's simply the art of pairing with other people to purchase a certain food item or food items. Number one, it saves you cost. Number two, it gives you more. Saves you cost how? This is how. When you actually pair money with other people to buy, let's say for example, you want to buy a bag of rice for 9,000 naira, and you do not have 9,000 naira to spend on rice, and you need rice in your home. What do? How many painters are in that bag of rice, for example, and you have, let's say, 9 painters, or let's say 18 painters of rice in that bag of rice? What do? You look for 8 people and you pair up with them, people that actually need to save money buying rice, and then you people pair up and pool money and resources together to get a bag of rice of 9,000 naira. Now when the rice arrives, you share that rice. Since it's 18 painters, it goes to everybody, two painters. That way you have gotten more for less, because probably if you had gone to the market, the painter of rice is 1.5, for example, and then 2 painters would have cost you 3,000 naira. But with pooling of resources and food sharing, you have gotten 2 painters of rice for 1,000 naira. Sounds like magic, Abi, but it is an actual fact, especially if you're living in Nigeria. Now, there are people that have not heard of this before. It's no problem. This is one of the things we do. This is one of the businesses I run. I am a farmer, like I've stated in my first video. I run a farm, and in our farm we rear animals ranging from chickens, pigs, and of course fresh food purchasing at farm price, especially for wholesalers, resellers, and food sharers. So if I'm going to be leaving a link in the description box for direct contact if you're interested in joining our groups. But if you're not interested, it's really no problem. Identify with nationwide delivery, of course. Identify with people in your areas that actually specialize in these things. Do not be alone. And this is not even the time right now to be saying, "Oh, I got this. I don't like talking to people. I'm sorry that I like to do things on my own." No. Nobody said you should start calling the person and becoming friends. Most of these people end up, they don't know each other, but they're just in the same city. So they do what works. They are saving, all they know is, let me do this and save some extra naira for the family's pockets. That said, number 2 is buying in quantity for less. Identify groups that bring in foods from places like the north or directly from farms. Identify those groups and be a part of it. Investigate them. Once you're comfortable with what you see, learn to buy foods from those groups. This will save you a lot of money. This will save you a lot of money in this economy. If you know that you run a family, a large family, whereby you have like 3 different age gaps or age brackets, for example, the parents, the older children, and probably the toddlers to the infants, it is necessary you apply the system of food buying. It is very necessary. This is not the time for you to say things like, okay, no. I'd rather be buying one after the other. It's cheaper. No, it is not cheaper. You might buy it 120. You might buy it 100 naira. Tomorrow it's not going to be 100 naira. But that 100 naira, is it going to be enough? At the end of the day, you might find out that you, for that particular food, you spent close to 500 naira buying just one thing. This is something that you would have bought with 500, that's 500 naira for a larger quantity, and will save you even more when the price of that set thing increases. So you find out, because, and some people, we might say things like, okay, we have very low food budget, so this does not work for me. No, it works for everybody. In my next video, I'm going to be giving detailed, realistic steps on how to maximize fully any budget you have for food, any food budget you have, how to carefully and wisely maximize every food budget you have, ranging from whether 10,000 naira is your food budget and the number you want in your family. I'm going to be giving detail. It's going to be mathematics, guys. We are going all the way out. So these are practical steps. I would really love if you people would subscribe. Please tell someone to tell someone. So that bell by the side, click on the post notifications to get alerted for whenever I post new videos, because it's about to be serious, guys. Practical steps, things that I have done and it worked for me. And especially if you have inconsistent food budgets, tomorrow you might have enough to spend on food, and tomorrow you might not have as much to spend on food. This is why you have to be careful, smart, and diligent in spending. This is not the time to overly spend. It's even the time to live below your means. This is just like an intro video. By the next video, I'm going to be giving realistic steps of how to spend less. I'm going to be giving detailed per budget. It's not something you want, because I'm going to be going all out. I'm going to be giving facts. I'm going to be giving evidence. I cannot go explain tire and I don't get evidence. So I'm going to be dropping evidence. No need to explain so much. The evidence is going to be practical. Thank you, guys, and see you until the next video. I love you.
Don't gotta hurry, no, 'cause we stay in control.